Welcome to another episode with Stories with Magga. This time I looked in my library in the room and I found this book that I bought a couple of months ago called Beekle by Dan Santat. And the most fun part is called The Adventures of Beekle, the Unimaginary Friend. And what I'd like to do is read it to you, but I'm going to be adding my own illustrations from unsplash.com. So if you have a chance to get your own book and see it in the library, make sure you open the pages and read it, and the illustrations are fabulous. Okay, let's get started. The Adventures of Beekle, the Unimaginary Friend by Dan Santat. Okay, so let's look, and I will read it page by page, and then I'll be adding some of my own pictures to the left of me. So it's called The Adventures, and it's by the Little Brown and Company in New York and Boston, and that's the publishers. He was born on an island far away, away where imaginary friends were created. Here they lived and played, and each eagerly waiting to be imagined by a real child. Every night he stood under the stars, hoping for his turn to be picked by a child and given a special name. He waited for many nights and hoped he would just be scooped up in that beam of light. He would see all his friends one after by one leaving him. But his turn never came. It never came. His mind was filled with thoughts of all the amazing things that were keeping his friend from imagining him. So rather than waiting, Beekle decided to do something. He did the unimaginable. Wow, let's see what he did. He sailed through the unknown waters and faced many scary things. But thinking about his friend gave him the courage to journey on, until he reached the real world. I wonder what the real world looks like in your life. The real world was a very strange place. No kids were eating cakes, he noticed. No one stopped to hear the music, and everyone needed nap time. Then he finally saw something very familiar, so he followed it. He had a good feeling about this place, but he looked everywhere, high and low, left and right, but he could not find his friend. He climbed to the top of a tree and looked out, wishing and hoping his friend would come. Can you imagine climbing that tall of a tree, trying to find and hoping your friend would come? But no one came. He thought about how far he'd come and how long he'd wait, and he felt very sad. Then he heard a noise below. Hello, hello. And he looked down, and there was someone down below the tree. So he carefully climbed down, and he grabbed a little piece of paper and noticed the girl gave him something to read. Her face was very friendly, it was familiar, and there was something about her that felt just right. At first, they weren't sure what to do. Neither of them had ever made a friend before. But after a little while, they realized they were perfect together. Beekle and Alice had many new adventures. They shared their snacks, they told funny jokes, they played with toys, and the world began to feel a little less strange. And together they did the unimaginable. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story. The Adventures of Beekle, the Unimaginary Friend by Dan Santat. See you then. Bye everybody, I love you very much.